Have you ever cooked with one of these? I love these bean mixes. Today I'm going to show you how to put it all together in your deluxe multi-cooker. It's quick, easy, budget friendly, and the extras freeze great for another day. When prepping carrots for soup, I like to put them all into the Rapid Prep mandolin, and I turn the setting to the French fry cut. That's going to give me kind of a dice because I like soups to have all the ingredients that will sit on a spoon comfortably. So just run it through there, and you'll see everything is chopped just perfect. All these pieces will sit on a spoon. Thing with my celery. Now with my celery, I leave those celery leaves on top when I'm making soup because it's delicious. Just send it through. How easy is that for prepping your soup ingredients? Green pepper too. Gonna pop that in there. Keep it on the French fry cut. And if ever your pieces are too long, you can send them through a second time. When it's time to clean your Rapid Prep mandolin, here's what you're gonna do. On the back side, make sure it's on the slice setting, and then turn this dial to the number 8. That makes your blades as wide as possible, and then it's easy to just run water and use a brush. You can pop it in the dishwasher if you want, but I usually just wash this one by hand. And while that's going on, I thought I'd show you the rest of what I've got ready here. You're gonna rinse off those beans. Aren't they pretty? I love how they look all colorful all together. I went to my freezer and I grabbed a couple of things that I'm gonna need. I freeze that chicken broth in 2-cup increments, so I just need 4 cups. I pulled out 2 bags of that. I pulled out a bag of diced tomatoes that I had frozen from my garden. If you don't garden, you don't have them, a can of tomatoes is fine, but you won't add this until the end. It's still kind of frozen, but it will thaw quickly. I had ham hocks in the freezer. I bought them when they were on sale. I just pulled one. If you have a ham bone, that's fine, or you can skip it entirely. And a bay leaf. Now, if you're a new cook, bay leaves are used for flavor. You don't eat them. So you don't chop these, you put them in whole, and then you pull them out right before you're ready to serve. So just cook your onion until it's sauteed a little bit. Mine actually was frozen since I freeze bags of onions and then pull out what I need to save time, and it allows me to take advantage of sales too. So if you're new to watching my page, I love to teach you cooking tips, but I also love to show you how to save money on your grocery budget and to eliminate as much waste as possible. So when I cook whole chickens and I add water, I save the broth. I don't have anything else in it because I'm cooking that chicken for my dog a lot of the times, and so he gets the chicken for his fancy meals, and then the broth I use for myself. All right, the onion is all sauteed. Now let's just dump. Everything's easy. If you are somebody who's in a hurry a lot, you're busy, the Deluxe Multi-Cooker is a huge time saver. You don't have to let things sit in a crock pot all day. It cooks very, very quickly, and it retains your nutrients. So it cooks about 70% faster than conventional cooking. So just imagine how awesome that is. If you have meat that you forgot to thaw, you can just put it in here frozen and cook it. I'm gonna add everything. We'll add the beans. This is a recipe too that freezes really well. So if you are a smaller family, or you just like to have you like to meal prep and have soups that you can pack for work, for lunches, this is a great one because you can just freeze it into meal-sized portions, pack it in your lunch. It'll be thawed by the time you're ready to eat. 4 cups of water, we need that too. So the reason why you don't add your tomatoes right away is because the acidity of tomatoes prohibits the dry beans from cooking. So you definitely don't add those until the end. This is the little seasoning packet that came with the beans. I know it says tear here, but I struggle with those, so I just snip it off. That's all of the seasoning we need. I'll cancel the sear feature now. Add your lid, and you'll use the custom feature now. Press the button, adjust the time. This is gonna cook for 1 hour. Press and hold. That's it. We're gonna have amazing soup before we know it. The soup is done. We just need to take that ham hock out and take off that bay leaf. Now it's time to add the tomatoes. You can put your deluxe multi-cooker on the sear feature to let it warm up, but it's really cold or hot enough that my tomatoes will warm up perfectly. All right, now we want to take the meat off of either your ham bone or your ham hock, which is what I have today. So I like to just take the fat off first, and then I'll cut up the little bit of meat that's on here. Ham hocks don't have a ton of meat on them, but they do have a lot of flavor, so I like to use them for things like this. Now I'm just gonna push that meat right into the pot.
Doesn't this look delicious?
Okay, everybody. This is gonna be so good. What would you serve alongside your ham and bean soup? Would you make a fresh salad, or would you make a crusty loaf of bread? How would you like it? And if you want to doctor up your soup even more, you can always add more protein, maybe some extra ham, maybe some chicken. I bet some grilled shrimp on top would be great too. Give this a try.